And now we're really just jam packing the first course with some of the best stuff. And I think there's a little bit of a leap of faith to trust us on this. This actually relates to getting stuff done in the world. But another tool or just a way of looking at things that I want to share that we learned from the Hendricks Institute is called the Openness to Discovery Scale. And there's plus numbers from 1 to 10 that indicate an openness to discovery, with 10 being max openness to discovery, and minus numbers from -1 to -10 indicating not openness to discovery, and -10 being making an abrupt departure and causing an uproar, which I know some of us have done that or seen that. So we just wanted to share this with you, and they were part of the handout as well. And I don't think we'll dwell on it too much because we really want to get to the sharing with you the tool that will help you reliably shift from a minus number to a plus number. We wanted to share this with you by way of context. And they were also in the handouts that we emailed. But from a +1 of just demonstrating an open posture, which could just mean, uncrossing your arms to start, to all the way just actually implementing and taking action. And one thing we see is sometimes it's like analysis paralysis in our sector. And 10 is just doing. It's executing, and there's so much to discover in the doing. One of the things we've learned is that insight follows experience. We think it's that experience follows insight, that I'll just think the right thing, and I'll get the right insight, and then I can go have the right experience. But it's sort of the opposite, that you have to jump in and start doing something, and that's where the insights start to come together. I'll show you briefly the minus numbers, so you can see if any of these look familiar for you as well. I do all of these. We all do all of them, but I think we all have some go-to favorite minus numbers. And if you want to just test the chat functionality, this would be a chance where you could chat in your go-to minus number. One of the things that can be helpful in our learning together is to just acknowledge, wow, I think I'm doing a -3 right now. Even just knowing that can help begin to move. And the reason why we're sharing this is I personally believe between the 4 pillars and openness to discovery, this can completely transform your life. And not only just the way you do your work, but the way you live, the way you do everything. And I'm seeing that Marguerite just chatted in. She did a -3 this morning. All right, Marguerite. And Megan and Marguerite are both the -2, explaining how someone has misperceived the situation. That's such a good one. I like finding fault with the way the message is delivered. I'm okay with what you said, but it's how you said it, Really, it's good to be able to laugh at yourself with these things. But what we're most excited to show you is it's one thing to know, here's what happens for me, is I know I'm doing a minus number, and I just can't force myself to stop doing it. There's something addictive about it. And really what that addiction is adrenaline. On a physical level, it's a high, right? It's an adrenaline high. And so it's just I know I should let go of this, but I just want to keep finding fault with the way the message was delivered. And there's a million ways actually that you can shift from the negative to positive. But what Christine and I want to share with you next is one of the most powerful ways to reliably do that, and it's going to be a cornerstone of the course. You'll see it again and again on the name board. So let's jump in and really just jump into this thing called the basic practice.